Hello friends, few months back I've posted a video on VBA showing how to create a PowerPoint presentation directly from Excel. That means no need of creating a blank presentation then come back to Excel and do certain activity, but you can invoke the PowerPoint presentation directly from Excel with the help of VBA using few buttons. In that example I was explaining how to add multiple slides and adding one chart per slide. That video was liked by many and there were many comments. Few comments are like, can we add multiple charts to a slide, or can we add a picture to the slide, and so on. So keeping those views and those comments in view, I started developing a macro where I would like to create a complete PowerPoint presentation with the help of few buttons. So I'm successfully able to do that now, and now that macro will help me to create a welcome slide. And then I can create a slide which is having many charts, 9 charts per slide I can create, and you can customize it. I'll explain in the video how to customize that. And then there is a section slide. For example, you are having different departments and you wanted to add few slides for one section and few slides for another section, and that section slide should have a picture. You can do that. So I have created one more button for that slide, and then finally thank you slide. So it is a complete set of PowerPoint presentation, can be created from any dashboard in Excel. Not only that, once you have created the PowerPoint presentation, you will be able to see the animation in that PowerPoint presentation when you are showing in the presentation mode. So all things can be done with few buttons, that is only 4 buttons. Your complete maybe 10 slides, maybe 20 slides, and how many slides you wanted to create, you can create and you can successfully present it without any extra effort. Of course, you can do that tweaking of the slides if you require it. Even rather, while creating the macro, while creating the PowerPoint presentation with the help of macro itself, you can align them and you can put them across the pane, and you can decide them where they have to sit. Now let us see the demo first, how I have created, then I will explain the entire approach to create that entire VBA step by step. Before explaining the code part, let me first explain what I am talking about through a demo. So this is the demo file where I have created few pivot tables, and from there I have generated one dashboard. It is having 2 slicers to drill down the information as and when required to see the next level information, and accordingly I can create many slides with a comprehensive PowerPoint presentation. So currently no filter, so this is showing the overall company information. I'm starting with the starting slide. Now you can see the PowerPoint presentation is created. Let me come back to Excel by pressing Alt and Tab. Now I need to add all these charts to one slide. For that chart slide, now I'm coming back to PowerPoint to see what is that number I have to give to the slide. Currently only one slide is there. Either I can give 1 so that whatever slide I'm going to create now will be added to the first position, otherwise let it be 2. So let me go back to Excel so that there is an input box waiting for me. There I am pressing 2. Now this is working for a while, and you will be getting the chart slide. So you can see this chart slide is showing all offline, all that means the complete information. The next one is I need to add a section slide. Section slide I'm actually adding with a picture. For that I created a folder where I have added few pictures, and then I have some names. I need to remember those names because now I click on select section slide, I'll be getting a name box. I need to give a name to it. Let me give a name logo.png and make sure that I have written type properly and press OK. Now I'm coming back to the PowerPoint to see what is that position I have to select. 3 is the best position, so let me go back in the input box adding 3 and say OK. Now you can see the PowerPoint now added with a slide, having a section slide, having a picture. Now let me add another chart slide, for that with a filtered information. Now this is the information I wanted to add to a different slide. Now let me select chart slide, coming back to the PowerPoint, seeing the position, that is the 4th position, and press OK. And now it is working for a while and is creating a complete chart. Sorry, the complete slide with all the charts. Now this is a different picture now, and the old one is as it is. The new one is with the different data points. Same way I can add one more section slide. Now I need to give a name. So I'll give a name called blue and JPG and press enter. Now I need to see the position. Position is 5. Press OK. So that is also added. Same way I can keep on add slides. Let me add one more slide, a chart slide, selecting these two different slicers, and then select a chart slide. Now position is 6. Press OK. Done. So this is working for a while and creating all the charts, and now you have a proper information. So this is for beverages, this is for baby food, and this is for all. Now finally I need to add a thank you slide. Let me select a thank you slide. The position is 7th position. Now a complete PowerPoint presentation is created. While creating this PowerPoint presentation, if you wanted to see the position, you can scroll down easily. There is no problem. You can just go there and see the number and come back and give the proper number. Now let me show the presentation. Now this presentation will be with animation. Now opening the PowerPoint presentation, now you can see there is a proper animation is added. You can add your own animations for each slide when you are actually creating the macro. But currently I've used only one macro for complete all the slides. That is why I will not be able to many animations, but I'll show you how to create it in a much more better way. So now the time for watching the video, how to create it, how I created this entire macro. Now let me explain how to create this. Let me follow few steps to make you understand this entire process very easy. For that I have created 7 steps. Step 1, preparing charts. Preparing charts means already created charts should be prepared properly. That means giving names to them in a sequential manner so that we can use those names in the VBA code very easy. The next step is creating buttons, because these are the gateway to get into the action. Next is welcome slide. While creating the welcome slide, we are actually creating declaring some variables, and after creating the welcome slide, we are making those variables as module level variables. Then the rest of the action, that is creating a chart slide, then creating a section slide and thanks slide. In the chart slide, you will have a lot of activity where you will be understanding how to align the chart element into the slide in a proper manner. There you need to have certain kind of scaling. Let us see how to deal with that. So this entire process will make you to understand how to create a PowerPoint presentation directly from Excel using VBA, and that too without any extra effort. You can create the PowerPoint presentation until the animation while you are presenting it. Step 1, preparing the charts. Whenever you create a new chart in Excel, Excel will give a name to it. For example, let me create one new chart. Now this chart number is chart 5. That means earlier I would have created 1, 2, 3, 4 and I have deleted them. But now this chart is 5. So you do not know the sequence, what chart name it is, because you need to use this chart name within Excel VBA and even while pasting this into the slide. So you don't have any control when you follow the same name what Excel has given. To avoid that problem, what I did, I selected each chart and from the name box, I have named it as chart 1 and chart 2 and chart 3. Then what happens, I can use these names in VBA easily. And even though I change the values from the filter and accordingly the values are changing, but name is same, because this is a static point and here the charts will be added more, but these charts will be always there. If you add another chart, you need to name it manually so that that chart also can be used in VBA. So this step you need to actually follow properly so that your VBA coding will be much more easier. The next step is creating buttons. I require 4 buttons. I'll explain why I'm going to create 4 buttons. Let me first create the buttons. For that, I need to keep the cursor on Excel anywhere in the cell and then go to Developer tab and select Insert Section and in the ActiveX controls, I'm selecting the command button. Let me select it and let me add this one. Let me change the properties. Right click, properties, the name of the command button. This name is not the name which will appear on the screen, but this is the real object name. For that, I need to change the name as CMD, and this is for my start window. That means start slide, start. That's enough. And the name of the command button is start slide. Let me give some bigger text. For that, I'm selecting the name of the font and then go to that options and select bold and increase the size to maybe 20 so that in the button it's visible properly. Same way, I need to select 4 buttons. I need not again go there to developer tab and add it. I can just press Ctrl D 3 more times so that I have all the slides. Only thing is I need to name them. Now let me select all of these guys and then go to shape format, go to selection, align, and then distribute vertically, and then again align, distribute center. So now I have all these buttons are appearing properly in a proper distance and in a proper vertical manner. Now let me change the properties for each. This is not start slide. This is the slide which creates the charts. So I'll name it as chart slide. And for this, the name of the object is CMD chart. This name is very important. You need to follow that. The third button is for section slide, because each section will have a slide and that is what we require, and CMD section. The final one is welcome slide, or thanks slide. It is not welcome slide, thanks slide. And the name of the object name is CMD thanks. So that way we have created all the buttons. Now the next step is to create the first macro, that is how to create a landing slide. Excel and PowerPoint are two independent applications. So you need to set up a relationship between these two. So you need to give a reference to it. For that, you need to go to Visual Basic Editor. There in the Tools section, References, and then you need to scroll down to find Microsoft PowerPoint Object Library. The number is dependent on your version of Office. Currently I'm using Office 365. That is why this number is coming up. It will be something different for you as maybe. So, but it has to be Microsoft PowerPoint Object Library. I've already set up the reference, but you may not find just like that. If you have not yet done already, you need to scroll down to find it. It is in an alphabetical order, so you can easily find it, and then check the box so that it will come and stand on the top. So this step is important to start with the coding. The next step is I need to create a code. Since codes are actually getting triggered from these buttons, I need to select the start slide, because that is the code I'm going to write to invoke the presentation and add a new slide to it, and then that is my welcome slide. For that, go to Developer tab first and activate it as design mode, and then make it double click on the button so that you will be entering into the code window. There it is showing as private sub CMD start and click. So you make sure that you have named it properly so that you know what button it is and you are writing under which button. Otherwise it will be command button 1 something, it will come. So it will not be interesting, then you will not be able to understand whether that button is 1 or 2. So that is the reason I have named it as command start. Now let me declare few variables. I need to declare 3 variables. One is PowerPoint application, another is PowerPoint presentation, third is PowerPoint slide, because I need to invoke the PowerPoint presentation first and then add a presentation, then add a slide. For that I need to type this dim p app as PowerPoint application. dot application. Now this PowerPoint dot application, while I was writing, you can see when I was typing PowerPoint, the library like a bookshelf icon is coming up as PowerPoint because I've already given a reference to it. Otherwise I would have not got this. So that is why I was telling about creating a reference. So now application, because I'm using an application called a PowerPoint. The next step is within the PowerPoint application, I need to add a new presentation. So that is what I need to use the variable or object called PowerPoint dot presentation. Because every time I cannot write PowerPoint dot presentation, that is why I'm naming it as PPT. I need to say PPT. The next one, dim PSLD, because I need to deal with the slides also as PowerPoint dot slide. So these variables are declared. Now I need to invoke the application so that I'll be able to add a slide and then remaining content. For that I need to say set papp equal. I need to open a new PowerPoint application. Once the application is open, you will not be able to see this. It will not be visible. Maybe it is running in the backend. When you press Control Del, Alt or whatever you do that, then you will be able to see in that control panel, but not like on the screen. You will not be able to see that. For that you need to say papp dot visible equal true. Then only you will be able to see this as an application and in the in the status bar also, and you will be able to open it. You can see that, but it will be only a blank PowerPoint application. No presentation is added, no slide is added. For that I need to add a presentation first, a blank presentation. Set PPT equal PowerPoint presentation is a child of PowerPoint application. So papp dot presentations dot add. Now new PowerPoint presentation is added without slides. Now you need to add a slide. The slide will be the first slide, and the slide will be a punchline slide, rather title slide with a punchline. So that is what is our welcome slide. So that is what we are actually creating as start click, right? For that I need to say set PSLD, because PSLD is the child of PPT dot slides dot add. Here you will not be getting that add option, but forcefully add it. And then the slide number. This slide number I am by default giving as 1, but next slide onwards I am not defining any slide number. That is what I have shown in the demo, that slide number has to be on your own interest. Whatever slide number you give, accordingly it will sit there. But this is the starting slide. So let me have this, and I say PP layout, say title and something will be there, title and caption or something will be there. So let me scroll down, title and text. So PPT vertical title, I don't want that. PP layout, title and title, that's all. So this is what is the slide I require. Now one slide is added, then I need to make sure that it has this, the text added. Currently this slide will be having two. One is a bigger title box, another is a punchline box. So this is two shapes, shape 1, shape 2. So within the shapes, so PSLD dot shapes, the shape 1 dot text frame dot text range dot text equal, I can say company performance. You can write anything. Next one, I'll just copy this and paste it. Now next one is 2 and prepared with VBA. So my slide is now created and slide is having complete text. Now I wanted to add a kind of background and kind of a preset. For that I'll be adding PSLD, because that is a slide, my slide name, background style, background style equal, let me select maybe 11. I think that is always I use because it will be like a bluish color. You can use anything else. So that is all. This will create a new PowerPoint presentation. Let us test it. Let me go to, let me first close the PowerPoint presentation. You can't close it. Let it be there. Let me go back to Excel. Now let me go to the developer tab, and then design mode is off. Then you can use this start slide. If you click on it, you can see a PowerPoint slide is created, and there you have company performance and prepared with VBA. Spelling should be good.